Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to Madden 18 on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Seahawks going up against the Cardinals.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside University of Phoenix Stadium in Glendale. A few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Arizona Cardinals. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And the play clock's running down. Now Mahomes throwing on second down. Throwing right, and that's complete. 11 yards for number 11.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Now a first down carry by Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Tackle, but couldn't create much space. Down just beyond the 35. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with third and still 9 to go. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Robert Kimdichie in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Ryan Quigley now to kick this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Might have been one man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over first and 10. this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up...
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. And that one results in 35 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now back to throw, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the 2-yard line yet again. Let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Looking to throw. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Now they try the right side here. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble. Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. On the give, this is their fullback. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
The Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Von Miller coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Despite a little power on the move, still tackled shy of the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Here we go. 3-19. Watch it now, Barney.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Escapes the sack. He's got a 1st down past the 30. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Fresh set of downs here. He'll drop to throw, and they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
10 yards still left on 2nd down.
All right, now look at 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field.
And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. And now here's a carry heading left. Brought down around the 16 or 17. Showed some tough running, but couldn't free much space. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Again, it's Bell. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's taken to the 26. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19. Leopard.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is, at the 6-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Very tough spot here for the offense to start. Now a handoff working right. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Two minutes to play here in the first half. More from the desert after this. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Seahawks on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Ajayi. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And now here's a carry heading left. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to fire this thing deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
They go play action here on first down. Now he steps away. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Let's go.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
Partner, I know the ball security's preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you on to Orlando, we hook back up with Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Green, 39. Green. Over, back 99, Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. The Cardinals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hurry up, here we go. Back 99, Philly. Here we go. Gone. Here we go now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Mahomes now to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
In motion right is Robinson. Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Mahomes going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now they try the right side here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Green 39! Green 39!
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Second down following the run. They'll run it now out of the gun. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on third down. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Bell sheds him off. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And for those worried about whether or not Le'Veon's explosiveness would return, I think we just had our answer.
ACL? What ACL? This guy's back running as if he were totally healthy and never had an issue.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter now in Lambeau. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. Shift together here from the D-line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And will they call it a touchback? No, it's out at the 1-yard line. They were inches there from blowing a golden scoring opportunity. They gotta have 6 here. It's third and goal. Here's Bell. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Le'Veon Bell taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Seahawks able to make this a close game again. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be knocked down sideways right around the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll send the slot in motion left. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out.
Oh, partner, my partner. That was pretty amazing, wasn't it?
It was indeed. It was a long, long field goal, and that ties this ball game here in the 4th quarter.
And that sideline absolutely loved it, didn't they? I don't know how many of them thought that he would make that, but once the ball got over the crossbar, that's one fired-up football team.
The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Well, pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
All right, here we go. Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And a pretty little juke move there, but not a ton to show for it afterwards as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. He's been terrific so far. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. And Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. Nine yards still remaining here to pick up the first on second down. On second down, it's Bell. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Seahawks on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. And this is going to be intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Around the NFL, they're in the 4th now in Green Bay. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their 2nd on the young season. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, hit it.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 32-yard line.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Here we go.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there. Gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Mahomes used to moving quickly in college, trying to get his guys to the line. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
One final try from Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for Arizona, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.